I'm Ariel and I'm here today with Skully Designs for our 365-day project. Now, we've been pretty spoiled this winter. The last few days, it's been hitting us real hard. So for our project on day 11, I thought I'd bring a little sunshine and springtime into our lives with these great, easy sun catchers. They're super simple to make and a lot of fun. I made a whole bunch. I haven't strung them all up yet. But you can do all kinds of different designs and patterns with just a few simple supplies. I have a couple more here that I've made. Now, it's nighttime, so you can't really see the sun shining through them. But hung in a window on a great sunny day, and they bring a lot of color into your life, just like the flowers in the spring and summertime. So let's get started. To make our sunny sun catchers, we'll need some of our glass gems that we've been using for so many projects lately. You can get them again at your local florist or craft store. They come in all different colors and sizes. And for this project, you will want them in different colors and sizes. You'll want to go green with an old recycled plastic lid. A circular one works best. Now you can make them all different sizes. I just have a nice small one here. You'll need some clear glue that's completely clear and see-through. You'll need either some embroidery floss, some fishing line, or I'm just using some good old dental floss since I have it on hand, a needle, and some scissors to trim you up. Now, I'm going to just put down this towel to work on so that I don't get glue all over my tablecloth. And actually, I may even put a piece of foil to work on also. I think I will. I have a piece over here. That might work. Let me just pull this up. Okay. This is a piece of foil that I was using for another one that I made earlier. And basically what we're going to do is just take your lid and you're going to put it flat side down so that you have the inside. Now the thicker the better, because it'll cover your glass gems completely. I don't cover mine completely because I like that textured look, so it's really up to you. And what we're going to do first, before doing anything, is we're going to take our glass gems and we're going to make ourselves a pattern. I've already picked some out here that I liked, and I'm going to place them in. You can put them facing down, the rounded side down, or flat side down. I prefer the flat side down so that I get the texture of my sun catchers when it's all done. And basically you're just going to lay them all out to see exactly a pattern or design that you would like. And you want to make sure that they will all fit inside your lid container just right without any of them getting bumped up or pushed out. And it's important to make sure they all fit before our next step, because otherwise it'll get really, really messy. So I had done this before and made sure they all fit, and I'm going to see if I can make sure they all fit again. Sometimes it's a little tricky. You have to turn them different ways to make sure that they'll fit. And if you see here, some of them are popping up as I'm trying to push them down and in. You don't want that. So you want to take one out and then arrange them so they all do fit without jumping up or popping up. You want to try to make your spaces even, so just play with it a little bit and make sure it fits nice. a little tight. So this will be my pattern for today's project. Whoa, as one goes flying. Rolling, rolling. Wait, or was that a Rolling Stone? Okay, that was bad. I apologize. I do apologize for that one. So I used one of my cracked gems for the center that we did the other day for our jewelry to give that extra sun glow when it's hanging in the window. Once you have your pattern and you've decided, you're going to dump it out. And you're going to take your clear glue and you're going to put a nice clear coat of glue all the way around. And on your lids, you may have little rivets and dips. You want to make sure those are all completely filled in flat with your glue. And you're going to probably use most of this entire container of glue. Depending, it really depends on your lid size. You don't want to leave any blank spots on your lid. So just be real generous. Pour that glue all over and make sure you get a nice coating. This is going to be one of your sides, and you want to make sure that all the stones are completely covered with glue. So we want a nice coated layer of glue before we even put the stones down. Okay, I think I have a good coating here. So then I'm going to take my stones. And again, it doesn't matter which way, it's preference. I prefer flat side down on the lid. So I'm just going to start pushing them into the glue to make the design that I had planned before. I'm going to put them all in. And you do want to work on a surface that is protected because glue is going to overflow around the edges as we go along here. It's inevitable. So that's why I decided to use the foil, and it's much easier to clean up, and I can just roll it up and throw it away when I'm done or recycle like we are with these great lids. You can make larger ones. Now mine's not completely covered. You just had a nice thin layer, so I can touch the top of the stones or the gems to move them around without getting glue all over myself, at least at this point. So I'm going to put in my middle layer. And you should really mix it up, all different colors, different designs or patterns. Now, I must have put these in a little different because now it's getting a little tight when I put them in. So I'm going to move them around, and they'll move a little bit with the glue also. So you're just going to have to manipulate them a little. But again, you don't want them popping up or sticking out. You want them all on the same level. So I almost have mine here all done. I'm going to try to hold it up so you can see without them spilling out. I'm going to get it all over, right? Since I lifted mine, I'm just going to push them down again to make sure. And then I'm going to take glue and completely cover that top edge again. And some is going to spill over the sides. That's okay, but you want to make sure it's completely covering all of your stones. And with the texture, some of your stones will pop out anyway if your lid's not as thick. Like I have a thinner lid, so some of my stones will pop up a bit, but they'll still be covered with a top layer of that clear glue. And just go all the way around, nice and generous. Try to get it as even as possible throughout. And I think I got mine all. There's a little glue bubble, so I'm just going to put a little spot there and push it off to the side. Oh, and I see one more spot. Oh, I could do this all day long, right? Finding spots, bubbles. If you do get bubbles, you can use the top of your glue lid and just kind of push it out. And usually they push out pretty easily. Next, you're just going to put this to the side for at least 24 hours and you're going to let it dry. You know, that's a long time. Usually I would even wait 2 days to let it dry just to make sure that glue takes a really long time to dry. So this one I did 24 hours ago, and I think it's dry. It might not be dry all the way, and I guess we're gonna find out the hard way. But once it is dry, if it is, might not be dry enough. It's not, mine's not dry enough. Then you'll just peel it right out. And actually I can, now technically this isn't dry enough, so I want it to be completely dry. But look at how easy it'll be to peel out. And I'm going to put it back in because it's not dry yet. So this is one I made yesterday. And I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to let this dry another 24 hours and check on it again. Once it is completely dry, you're going to peel it out and take your needle and your embroidery floss or thread or fishing line, or in my case, dental floss, and you are going to thread your needle. I can't see, I'm blinded. Just get it in there and find a nice spot in between your outer layer and your center layer, and just center it, and it should go right through nice and gentle. You don't have to be too hard. Just push it through, and simple as that. Take your scissors, cut it to the length that you want to hang it, and just tie a knot or two. My hands don't want to work today. They're frozen from being outside in the cold today. So you're just going to tie a simple knot, if my fingers will let me manage that, which apparently they won't. Alright, let's try this a different way. And then once your knot is, you can trim it and pull it, the knot, so that it's at the bottom end. Use your scissors to trim and hang. Now sometimes the glue, because if you went over the edges, will be showing or hanging. So you can take your scissors and just trim those also as well, nice and easily. But then you'll have a beautiful sun catcher to bring sunshine to your day. Thank you for joining us for day 11 with Skully Designs for our 365-day project. We hope you'll please subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our Facebook page. And see you tomorrow.